6 years ago, Arsenal trailed the Christmas Day leaders by 13 points and still won the title. A word of warning to Chelsea, an Arsenal victory today takes them to just 5 points off top spot. Portsmouth, unbeaten in the league since the departure of Harry Redknapp, have problems at the back. Dejan Stefanovic is out with a thigh strain. Matthew Taylor comes in. David Unsworth is still missing. Yakubu, who's been out for 6 weeks, makes the bench. Patrick Vieira returns for Arsenal after his suspension, replacing Fabregas in one of 3 changes. Gael Clichy comes in for Jose Reyes, who twisted his knee in training yesterday. And Robin van Persie gets his first league start with Dennis Bergkamp on the bench. So Arsenal have seen what Chelsea and Manchester United have already done in terms of goal-scoring sprees this weekend. How will they respond? Early boos for Pires. Portsmouth fans can't shake off the image of him diving at Highbury last season in the 1-1 draw. Henry. Cole getting forward well. Henry's there. To Ashley Cole. Quick turn. Henry picks it up. Looks for, Robin van Persie. Well over from the young Dutchman. Ashley Cole linking again. And he was leaning back as he struck it, Van Persie. Henry to Vieira. Van Persie to Henry. Blocked by Ashdown, still loose. Henry just too far wide for Pires to convert. Lauren fouled this time, was he? No, says the referee, just a goal kick. And Taylor points an accusing finger at the Arsenal fullback. Good quick build-up again from Arsenal, around the edge of the penalty area and in it. Ashdown went down bravely. Things aren't quite breaking for Arsenal at the moment. Was that a dive? Or was contact made? Van Persie, touched by Berger. Taylor forward to the former Liverpool player again. Berger finding Stone, angles it, nearly came all the way through there to Lualua. Danger for Arsenal. Oh, and he zipped in the shot. And the goals have been coming for him, 2 in his last 3 games, after a drought in the early weeks of the season. David Moyes, an interesting spectator, the Everton manager, who separates Arsenal from Chelsea in the title race at this moment in time. This is O'Neill on the break. Goodness me, the pace for Toure was electric. O'Neill! Suddenly Portsmouth broke. Stone over the top. Toure got back with huge pace, but O'Neill was too strong. Clichy, Vieira. Primus away. Lualua, here's a chance for Ricardo Fuller. Fuller for Portsmouth! Quick, direct, Lualua to Fuller, and away, and the shot went wide. This is Berger, and Patrick Berger in full flow, with Fuller to his left-hand side. Ricardo Fuller for Portsmouth. Oh, he's delayed, the chance goes down very theatrically. Pires brings it away for Arsenal, only as far as O'Neill. Now Lualua. Real chance for Portsmouth in the opening minutes of the second half. Griffin. Clichy to Van Persie. Just failed to control and get the shot away. There was certainly no foul by Vieira. Here's Robert Pires. Henry. Back to him, a little bit lucky. Henry just behind Van Persie, he had to readjust. Still Van Persie, and Ashdown saves. Eight points behind Chelsea. All right, mind you, people talk about an Arsenal crisis. What is it now for them? 2 league defeats. Offside, Yakubu. Oh, and he left a foot in there on Almunia. He was going for the ball. Almunia really hurt here. Vieira gives it away, Stone through, and therefore Yakubu was offside, and he was stretching for it with Almunia, but his foot was high in the challenge. Almunia back on his feet, and he saved Arsenal there. He's had his criticism in recent weeks, but he came to their rescue there. Berger. Oh, good turn away here. This is Berger. Carried away by Almunia, and the danger cleared by Toure and out by Vieira. And Portsmouth have had by far the better chances. Hope he gets a chance to continue coaching at Bratton Park. Vladimir Zacek, the executive director, will have a big say in the decision, I guess. Vieira. Kubu is walking again for Portsmouth, way out of your picture to the right. He's 40 yards offside. He is walking as Arsenal's move progresses. Campbell! Oh, goodness me! Good gracious! Sol Campbell with a 30-yard pile driver. He hasn't scored since he netted against Aston Villa in August of last year. And an afternoon of utter frustration for Arsenal suddenly perks up with what a strike. It's the goalkeeper at fault. He was unsighted, I think, Jamie Ashdown. Taylor. Loire, great pace of Vieira. Stone. Oh, off of Mooney at difficult height. Offside, the flag is raised. The follow-up wouldn't have counted. Power from Stone's stride. An offside flag.
We knew before the game that the 3 points, of course, were very, very important because Chelsea played at home, Man United played at home, and for us it was important to get 3 points today. We got them, and we needed spirit and a little bit patience and experience, and we got them. But Portsmouth was a very difficult opponent, and they are a good side.
Obviously, playing at home before we could pick up, points here. So which we went for it really, and you can see we're enjoying ourselves and we believe in ourselves. But obviously, we didn't take our chances, and they did.
So, as a coach, you legislate for Henry, you block him off, and Pires and Bergkamp when he comes on, and up comes the centre half and scores from 30 yards.
Well, if you look at it, I mean, everything was in place as it was prior to that incident. And the ball, I think, we played from Vieira to Sol Campbell, and Yak, who had come on, he was still in the 6-yard box. He'd taken a knock, and he's down there. And it's just one of those things. That was his task, to contain the two fullback. The two centre-backs, and whatever one came, he was to close him down and make sure he didn't have a free run. And I think one or two of the lads thought when it did happen, do I leave my man, do I come in and contain or my player or go to Campbell and close him down? And it didn't happen. So Campbell hit it well, so that's it.
She watched her team get battered for a while, but then turn up the heat on Arsenal. And Pompey were thinking of a win, not just a draw. But they got neither once Sol Campbell stepped up to the plate. He can't have scored one like this since he was a schoolboy, but he's still too damn cool to smile about it. Here's what Gordon made of it all.
Portsmouth had a plan today, and a good plan it was. Andy Fay was big in it. The first strike comes short, Andy Fay's tight on him, making sure that allowed the Zoo to stay in the hole there and made sure that If he got dragged to the ball, if Andy Fay wasn't there, Henri would run into the hole he left, but he didn't, he stayed there. Here we go again. Tight again for Fay, allowing Zizou to stay there and not allowing Henri to run in the hole he likes or get the ball played to him, and it's 1-for-1. Zizou stayed there, easy for him to defend. Lua has to get back now in the team plan. Here he is there. Right side of midfield player, all the way back there in right back position. Ball gets transferred to the other side, Berger's over there. It means though that the two attacking wide midfield players are only 6 yards outside the box. That's okay, good plan, but when you win the ball back and play it forward, there's nobody up there. Fuller's on his own. Same again here, all the bodies back for Portsmouth, good defending, good brave defending, but when they look to counter-attack, you can't possibly do it. The only way they could do it was press in the middle of the field, which they did well when they had a chance. Here we go, good pressing with Primus, and through, could have been a goal, should have been a goal. Stone this time pressing, excellent. Berger on his front foot, driving forward, waiting, lovely pass, again, should have been a goal. Lua, to me, was the top man today. In a team of stars, he was the brightest star. Wants to play as a striker, but he was all over the right side. Back defending as a right back against Cole today, and I thought it was magnificent. One of Cole's quieter games. And if you wanted to run the ball forward, he was the man to do it. Driving on, taking people out of the game, and still having the strength to compose himself and start a nice passing move. Arsenal were desperate in the centre half. You can see this by the way Toure is now getting fed up. He's driving forward. He wants to show the strikers how to do it. He had to do it because of the team plan that Portsmouth had. But the players were good, stuck to the plan. The only time the plan didn't work was here, but they didn't expect this. The plan for everybody but Campbell to come forward and have a shot like that. So it was very unlucky for Portsmouth. Deserved a lot more out of the game than they got.
So Ian, it was all about, in terms of Portsmouth defence, not allowing your central defenders to get sucked out of position, but perversely it was Arsenal's central defenders who nearly got caught being sucked out of position. The Fuller chance we've just seen, we have another look at it. Just explain how Campbell comes out for it and leaves a big gap, doesn't it?
That's right. Well, they've only had one up front all day to mark. All of a sudden Lua pops up after they lose the ball. You'll just see it now. Lua's in us, and then Sol Campbell comes out to him, and that's that space in between Toure and the fullback that Portsmouth didn't want to leave for Arsenal to exploit.
But Arsenal left them a space there. But
Arsenal again, they're so confident that again they've left space. They leave 2-on-1 at the back, and the fullbacks aren't right, and that is hence the chances that they've had. And they've had some chances. I don't think for 1 minute they would have expected to have 6 strikes against the champions like they did, and to go down 1-0, I feel very, very unfortunate. They deserved a lot.
But you're never going to get all those chances against Arsenal, not take any, and win the game. It's just not going to work like that.
You have to put your chances in the back of net, and unfortunately, today Fuller didn't do that. It
was interesting. You were saying you played with QPR in a friendly against Ajax in the summer, and you tried to defend against them like Pompey did against Arsenal.
That's exactly what we
tried
to do.
And what happened? Did it work against them?
To be fair, their centre-halves aren't built like English centre-halves, and they were so comfortable on the ball that instantly their coach realised what was happening. He told those to do exactly what Arsenal did in the second half. I felt Arsene Wenger told his 2 centre-halves, one of you spare, work it to the spare one, and you're going to have to take that space in front of them. And
so they shut off all other routes of attack.
We shut every other option down, and in stepped the centre-half, who was so comfortable on the ball that they played around us. Unfortunately, we lost 1-0, very similar to that, but it could have been a lot
chance,
more.
though, isn't it? If you're one of your centre-half starts coming forward like that, and he gets caught out, and it's 1-for-1 at the back, there's a problem.
There's an announcement here on the BBC website, oh yay. Portsmouth claim Gordon Strachan has turned down the chance to become the new manager because of his recent past as boss of bitter rivals Southampton.
See that? You just threw that one on me, didn't you?
Yeah. No. You knew. Go on. So what do you say to that? You had to talk about it. Didn't think it was appropriate at this time, or what?
No, I put it this way. I think it's a fantastic job for anybody, apart from somebody who's just been the Southampton manager. It's got everything going for it, but just I've got too many memories at the other side.
Yeah.
And I don't want to sour their memories.
Yeah. But you could cycle.
I'd rather stay here at midnight talking football with you with pyjamas on.
Well, it's a 10-minute bike ride to the training ground.
Everything's right. Everything's right. It's 10 minutes. There's good players there, good setup, good atmosphere at the ground. Yeah. There's lots to do, but it's not right for somebody who's just been the Southampton manager. Yeah.
We're making sweet music right at the top of the Premiership, still Chelsea, but the chasing pack can take comfort from the fact that the Christmas leaders have only gone on to win the Premiership 3 times. Liverpool stay 6th, trailing Man United by 6 points in the race for the final Champions League place, unless, of course, they're still going for the title. At the bottom, it's grim. In the bleak midwinter, there are West Brom right at the bottom. Apparently, though, I'm told here, somebody's trying to cheer me up, that in 1972, West Brom survived relegation despite being bottom at Christmas, but no teams managed it in the Premiership era. The bottom 4 teams all lost, between them shipped a combined 18 goals this weekend. In 13th, Newcastle's Champions League hopes look a bit ambitious. Only West Brom have let in more goals. Pompey's first defeat since Harry Redknapp left keeps them 12th. Tomorrow's Daily Mirror, I should tell you, reports that Newcastle have confirmed that they've had a written complaint from London's Ritz Hotel over the behaviour of a group of players who stayed there 3 weeks ago. Graham Souness has played down the incident, the alleged incident. He said that they are boys, it was their day off. I'm not going to comment on it any further. It may in part explain Souness's decision to cancel the club's official Christmas party in Edinburgh. Tomorrow's Sun also claims that there was a bit of trouble at Man United's Christmas party, not to be left out. The one thing I know about QPR, your players can't afford to go to the Ritz for their their pre-Christmas party, can they?
Definitely not, no.
Definitely not. They just went to a disco down in Hammersmith or something like that?
Yeah, they're very childish and they like to dress up in little kids' clothes, school right. Disco, I think it was called.
Okay, let's not go too much further down that line, shall we? But
there we go.
So, this is your first Christmas you got to yourself since when, Gordon?
1971, I think. It's the last time I wasn't involved in football training on the Christmas day or going to a hotel. So I'm practising my charades now.
Yeah.
And I'm practising, have a couple of drinks.
But you've got no idea how to conduct yourself on Christmas night.
I've no idea. If anybody wants to invite my wife and myself to a Christmas party, we have no Christmas parties to go to either.
Right.
So.
But do you have turkey and stuff like that in the past? Do you have something to eat before you go?
Oh, right, yeah. But then you let everybody else continue drinking, and then you get out of the way. You know, you usually leave about 5, 6 o'clock at the hotel. Or, as I said, usually training in the morning anyway. So you're only in the house for about 4 hours. But you just get used to it. It's no problem. And to me, being a footballer and a footballer's wife, it's Christmas every weekend.
Right.
So I don't mind missing out with the washing the
so
dishes.
At 4 o'clock on Christmas afternoon, you won't be wishing you were going off to stay in a hotel in Blackburn or something?
No, I'm looking forward to the Scrabble, charades and all the rest of the thing. Right. Me and my dad versus the females.
Okay. And you're off to Plymouth, which is an inconvenient place to be going with QPR on Christmas, on Boxing Day.
You're raging, aren't you?
With the local derbies that we could have in this division.
You're raging.
Yeah.
We have been drawn away at Plymouth. So nothing against Plymouth.
Yeah.
They beat us last year. We'll try and go down there and erase that 2-0 victory that got them the championship. But surely there was a closer place for us to go.
So have you got any, you're known for your wise words. Have you got a Christmas message for football fans everywhere? Just don't be miserable, it's not all that bad.
Yeah, just don't drink and drive.
Right.
Really. I think that's the, because you don't want to do anything that might be stupid.
No,
so just enjoy yourselves and remember your family, really.
By the way, you're killing the 3 people we've got left.
Yeah.
You're putting them make it more jolly. It's Christmas. The 3 people who are still awake at this time. You woke them up again. There you go. They woke my wife up. There you go.
That's it. Merry Christmas. Join us again in the new year. Bye for now.